Because one of the expectations, another of the expectations that people have is that you be a mind reader,
Right. Right.
that you know what I want without me actually having to tell you that I want it. You know, and you say that, and that's very good point, because one of the expectations, another of the expectations that people have is that you be a mind reader,
Right. Right.
that you know what I want without me actually having to tell you that I want it.
Right.
That's another thing that actually becomes an expectation in the marriage. Well, why didn't you tell me that's what you want? Well, I would think that you would just know that. Well, what makes you think I can read your mind? You see, so all these things need to be actually stated. They need to be laid out very, very plainly and very directly. We don't need to be playing childish games. Well, if you love me, you just know, you feel it, or you divine it, or heaven would open up and it would tell you the answer to the question. No, you got a mouth. Tell me what it is you want so that we can then figure out whether or not the next question becomes, your expectations are even realistic.
Your Disney experience colors or shapes who I'm supposed to be as a husband. Your cinema experience shapes who you expect me to be. I'm supposed to be Clark Kent and save you from every situation and turn into Superman or whatever on a dime, or and those situations are just not realistic. And so, but because maybe I tried to do that prior to marriage, sure, I created a false expectation that because I'm exhausted and because life has happened to me as well, now I no longer can hold that up, but I'm not communicating that I'm frustrated, that you haven't adapted or become more sensitive to our situation as a whole. You have expectations, I have expectations, we grow apart, and then that creates those unmet expectations that create that divide in the marriage.
Yeah, absolutely. And also family origins and patterns. We get these things from where? From our childhood. So despite how unorthodox and how dysfunctional our family may have been, we view them as normal.
That's right. It's normal to us.
Yes, that's normal to us. So then we get into these. So now we add in core values. Come on. So what's our core values? Our core value is our faith, our belief in things, our school system, our education. So how do these things pan out? All this takes place with these unmet expectations because of my upbringing.
Sure. Absolutely right. There's another thing that can cause the disappointment in terms of having expectations that are unmet. And another thing is the money.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right. We was going out, 2-3 times a week when we was dating. But that's because I didn't have to pay none of your other bills, right? And you didn't have to deal with any of my other bills, any of my other bills either. We think that it's going to be an endless income stream. That the money is never going to back up. The money is never going to stop. The money is never going to witness any kind of speed bumps. And these things, because I thought we were going to take three vacations a year, and all of a sudden we can't now because you got this bill and I got that bill and kids keep on coming in and life just does what it does. And these kinds of things can really help to frustrate couples in a marriage if the communication isn't there and the expectations aren't actually in alignment with real life.
Can I say something too? If we can just be real for a minute about this situation.
I thought we was being real.
I know, but I mean in terms of real about things that happen that are usually unspoken about. The woman code or the man code, where somebody outside of the relationship tells you how to deal with your wife or tells you how to deal with your husband, where there's this silent network of advice being passed down. And Mr. Sidney spoke about it in terms of the culture and things you adopt from your childhood. Well, mama always controlled daddy, or mama always controlled the men that she were with. And so that stigmatism or that mentality is automatically laid over like a template without any fully understanding that it's about relationship, it's about growth. You can't use old patterns that you've seen, observed, not work. Instead, you still want to adopt them into your marriage because it was something that was passed on to you. And so what I'm saying is we've got to have that communication and relationship with the person that we're married to, and stop using these templates from people who have not necessarily had successful marriages, but yet they point into our minds of what we should.
Hey guys, it's Pastor John here. Please, if you like this video that you just saw, hit that like button for us. Second thing I want to ask you to do is to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out videos once a day at about 5:30 p.m. Hit that bell notification so that you'll know when a new video has been uploaded. And then the final thing to do, share this video, share this information. If you know somebody that has a need that it can be benefited by it, please put it out in circulation so that we can try to help as many people as possible. Thanks, and God bless.